I think it's sad that things like these are still happening. What we're 30 years, right? After the ADA, or just about. Are we over 30 years?
It's been 31, I think.
Oh yeah, so right over the 3-decade mark, and that was supposed to be the landmark legislation for disability rights, right?
Yes,
Supposed to be. It was supposed to
with
be.
the signage of granting, blind people public access with their guide dogs, and reasonable accommodation being a ramp or an elevator installed, braille everywhere, interpreters for people with hearing impairments. So, all the titles of the ADA.
I think it's really sad, right? Because ADA was supposed to be like legislation. Oh yeah, we're giving people ramps, we're giving people braille, we're giving people interpreters, which is, those are all good things, but not nearly enough, right?
Right.
As we're seeing.
Right. Considering what everyone who was a part of the 504 sit-ins, what they went through in order to get it. And if a documentary that I really watch, which I think we've talked about before, is Crip Camp. It's about a camp that was for people with disabilities, mainly for wheelchair users. And they were talking about how by having a camp for people with disabilities, they were able to see, hey, one, we're not alone. Two, there needs to be so much more done in making things accessible. So let's sit in Berkeley and let's starve ourselves. Let's stay in the Ed Roberts area. Which it's named after. Ed Roberts area, I know, is named after someone who is a part of the protest, Ed Roberts. But then that led to the signage of the ADA. 30 years later, we have a disabled rights activist die because of inaccessibility.